Hey guys, morning. How's it going? I'm gonna go and set up this room real quick and then we can get started. It's 6:20 right now, so the market is opening in about 10 minutes. So make sure everything is good to go. Then we can get started with our analysis of US 30 for this morning. So let's see. Got that up right there. Got that right there. Today is Tuesday, December 7th. Everything looks good here. All right, solid. Cool. Once everything gets set up right here, we can get started with our analysis of everything. So let me get this link sent out to you guys here in the premium. All right, that's good. All right, cool. People are going to start making their way in right now. Cool. So morning, everyone. Everyone's making their way in. I'll give it a few minutes for people to join. Once everyone's in, we can start with our analysis of US 30. So good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, December 7th. It's 6:21 right now. We got about 9 minutes till market open. People are starting to make their way into the room. So I'll give it a few minutes for the room to get filled up, and then we'll get started with our analysis of the news for the day, fundamentals, retail sentiment, and technical analysis prior to market opening. All right, cool. Looks good. Morning, Lisa. Morning, Fahad. Morning, everyone. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know who was trading US 30 last night. It was pretty bullish, it looks like. Or not last night, I guess for some of you guys, morning for London. So like during London Open, it was kind of, well, you can see like from, midnight until like 2 o'clock. If you guys watched the live session yesterday, generally don't trade around this area where price tends to consolidate in range. And then it finally went bullish over here, kind of went into consolidation from this period. And then it just completely turned the other way. So let's see what will cause this. So let's see, it looks like the majority of people are making their way in. Morning, Funmi, morning, Maria, morning, everyone. Let's go ahead and take a look at the news for today. I think there's some news today. Today is Tuesday, December 7th. Let's see. So there isn't too much news. There's some Canadian news at 7, which isn't really going to affect US 30 as much. There's a couple of there's just one US news, IBD, CIPP, economic optimism. It's tentative, it's not even set. So not too much news today. So we're not really seeing much news to affect the market. Looking over at CNBC right now, looking at this right here, let's refresh this. Pre-market currently, the Dow is up 319 points. S&P is up 56 points. NASDAQ's up 267 and oil is up 1.67 points. So overall, the indices market looks pretty bullish, pretty much across the board, including the 10-year bond. Going over to the futures data, obviously you can see it's up 300 points. Looking at retail sentiment, it's currently 56% short. So looking at all this right here, it looks like the market should be bullish today. But we'll see what happens when the market actually opens at 6:30, which is in 6 minutes. Other than that, I think that's it for right now with regard to fundamentals, retail sentiment. Let's see who else is here. Morning, Miles. Morning, Felix. Morning, Raj. Morning, Christopher. Morning, everyone. So it looks like people are still making their way in at 6:24 right now. So the market is opening in about 6 minutes. Let's take a look at the technical analysis. Looking at the 1 minute over here, currently on the 1 minute, price is bearish. And the reason for that is because price is below the pivots and the trend meter is red. Looking over at the 3 minute, here's 1 minute. Looking over at the 3 minute over here, it's also bearish because price is below the pivots and the trend meter is red. Lastly, looking at the 10 minute, it's also bearish because price is below the pivots. However, the trend meter is neutral right now with it being in the blue. So other than that, it's Sorry, let me just refresh that. It's actually indecisive. So the reason why it's indecisive right now is because price is currently in between the pivots. The trend meter is green, but it looks like it may be coming down. However, it looks like it might come down to this area right here, which is the Asia high from yesterday. And then it can easily just bounce right off here, right? So, I mean, we'll see what happens when the market actually opens. Currently right now, it's still not open. So in the next 5 minutes, we can confirm whether the bullish move continues or whether it will have a complete reversal, which it can do one or the other. There's no guaranteed direction of price right now. It's kind of just going as is. So we'll see what happens in the next 5 minutes where the market goes. Obviously, we're not going to take, the first thing that we see, but if we see something good, then obviously, we'll probably run into that. So let's see. Morning, Peter. Morning, Delmas. Morning, Lorraine. Morning, everyone. Morning, Rick. Rick says feels like 100 lot type day. I mean, we'll see, Rick. I mean, if the market starts to move smoothly and chooses direction, this might be if we find something good. Morning, Matt. Paul said Trap Tuesday. Everyone be careful. Yeah, no, definitely. It is Trap Tuesday, guys. So if you guys have been with K2 for a while, a lot of traps are usually set up on Tuesdays. So I generally don't like to take anything risky. Well, I mean, this whole month and the last month, I haven't been taking anything risky, which has been good on my part because I haven't really been taking any losses. It's it's been good overall. It's well, the volatility is there. It's high, but there are a lot of fake outs. Like if you remember yesterday, pretty much all the fake outs that we identified played out exactly how they were predicted. And that's only because I've been very careful and I analyze everything on full spectrum with regard to fundamentals, technicals, retail sentiment, and news. So I mean, we'll see what happens today, but Rick, maybe not 100 lot day with it being Trap Tuesday. But yeah, no, we'll see what happens here. You guys just got to remember and be very careful. If you guys take any trade, just make sure to analyze it from all perspectives, right? Analyze it for a buy and analyze it for a sell to make sure that your analysis lines up properly. Even if you don't think it's going to be the opposite of what you're taking, it's good to analyze it just to see where price might be bouncing from. So a lot of key things to look at would be like the previous session high lows and also the high lows in general, because you guys want to see to make sure that price isn't ranging. So what you want to make sure is you're not trading when price is ranging. And then you also want to make sure that if you are trading, you're trading the proper direction. So if you look at current price over here, you can see that price was in a range not too long ago. I'm just delete this. I'll do a horizontal light. It's a lot easier to see. Yeah, so if you guys see here, price was in a bit of a range, right? And then it finally broke below and it's retesting now. So what could happen here is price might go back into this range or it'll continue right back down further. So you guys just want to be careful. There's a lot of fake outs that are going to happen today. We'll see what happens here. I think it's going to swing back up. It'll probably break out of this range and continue up higher because the fundamentals I'll keep this up right here so you guys can see. So as you guys can see, price is now back into that range that I just drew right here. That's why these high-low indicators are very important because you guys can identify where price is ranging and whatnot. So if I was to turn off the indicators, we got a perfect range right there. Pretty much from mid-London up until now. Let's turn these back on just to give you guys an idea of what I'm looking at right now. So the market is opening in about 30 seconds. When the market opens, we'll confirm the direction by looking at the current fundamentals. Right now, the market isn't open yet, so it hasn't been updated, but it will be updated shortly. So right now, everything looks bullish, right? It was bearish earlier. Now it is bullish because price is swinging above the pivots. Trend meter is neutral. You can see the 3-minute is now above the pivots. 10-minute is above the pivots. 1 minute was above the pivots, now it's swinging back down. So here the market is now open. Let's see what happens here. See how it's pushing up? It's pushing right back into that range. Let's go over here and check out the fundamentals right now. Refresh this. It is currently up 342 points. So it is bullish, just like we anticipated. Looking at the stock index over here, stock index is also very green. There's only a couple stocks here that are red. So our bias for the day, or for right now, more so, is to be bullish. So we'll see what happens next. Let me just close this off and we'll see what happens here. So you can see price is really erratic, right? It's kind of going back and forth. This is why you want to be very careful with entering these trades here. And you can see price coming right back down right there. So there's the high and there's the low. Our bias is still bullish. So I'm not looking to take any sells right now. Let me just move this over right here. All right, so as you can see right here, it's starting to push right back up, right? If we get a strong green candle here, because we already have the buy signal right here, if we get a strong green candle, then this would technically be the breakout. However, you guys do want to be a bit cautious when taking it if the candle is too big. So one thing that you guys want to be wary of is how large this candle is. If it's like abnormal and it's too big, then you probably want to sit it out and wait for it to pull back a bit. It's about 300 pips, so it's not huge, but even so, this would not be an entry unless it's a strong green candle, meaning little to no wick on the top side right here. Currently, there's a wick, so no entry off that. So yeah, this would be the breakout right here, but it's too big of a candle, so I don't think I would be taking this right here. I mean, it's probably going to push up, but it's a bit risky. Yeah, it's too late. I wouldn't enter at this point. I mean, if you got into the breakout, great, but let's see. It's very bullish. And it's pushing up right there. No, it just looks like too big of a candle. So this is like too big right here. So, and then it's too late. So we'll follow it to see if it goes up and hits. We were anticipating that bullish move to the upside, but it just looks a bit too risky on my end, just because of the candle was a little too big. I mean, it wasn't huge, but it was kind of big. So breakout. So we'll see what happens here. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't huge, but it was a lot bigger than, if it's like over 600 pips, then yeah, it'd be kind of huge, but you can see right there, it was 400 pips. It just looked bigger compared to the other candles over here. Looks like it's gonna hit TP. And there you go with these little fake outs. Yeah, it was right next to full TP and then just pulled back a little bit. It's probably gonna hit it. Looks like it will. It's just gonna be a matter of time. So if you guys are in this position, I recommend you move your stop loss in profit, because it is coming back down. So as you can see, a lot of these fake outs are happening right here. So I'm hoping none of you guys enter that late, because it was a bit risky. I'll be looking for some trades within it. So if this trade doesn't finish, within this period, if we get some scalps from here, then I'll definitely be looking for some entries as we continue on. And this is exactly what I was worried about. So hopefully you guys moved your stop loss in profit if you guys were in that position. But you can see that there's a lot of traps being set here, where it kind of gets you right next to full TP and then it comes right back down. So this is exactly why I didn't enter this trade here, because I saw something like this happening. The candle was just too big. It was a bit overextended and I was expecting it to come right back down, and it did exactly what we were anticipating. So hopefully if you guys are in this position, you guys are already out in profit. And it's crazy how, like, you know, we kind of predicted this to happen, and then it happened like exactly how we anticipated. All right, cool. Yeah, it looks like all you guys did pull out. B pulled out with some profit. Rick's super great. Rick actually took it the other way down. Uh, okay, so Rick caught it up and then he caught it back down. Nice, Rick. So Rick caught the push to the upside, made 1,800, and then he caught the move to the downside, made another 1,500. So as you can see, it's probably gonna swing back up, but it's not something that I necessarily would want to play with, especially during these conditions. I'll just look for an entry after this. If it hits full TP, then great. But you know, like I was saying before, guys, it's just a bit risky. So it's not one that I would want to be really stuck in, especially because I would have entered. Like if I was to enter, it would have been too late. But yeah, we'll see if it finishes. Otherwise, if it doesn't, or if it continues to bounce around that area, then we will we'll look for any other entries here. So I'll just put the strategies here that we're using today on here. And if you guys remembered, I'm looking for a triple confluence. So I'm not really looking for any of these one strategies to hit, even though they are hitting. I'm mostly looking for all of these to line up off one candle. And what I'm probably going to be doing is I'm probably going to increase my lot size, since I'm just looking for like these perfect entries. I generally take maybe 1 to 3 entries a day. In some instances, no entries. But all the entries that I do take, which I tell you guys I do take, they hit every single time. So I'm going to be looking for this to obviously play out. So we got a high here and a low here. Probably another low is going to be established. Let's take a look at the fundamentals again. So looking over here, for the most part, majority of these are green. There's like one stock here that's red, Merck & Co. Otherwise, everything else pretty much outweighs all the red stocks here. Looking over at the fundamentals, it's currently 380 points in the green right now. Looking at the futures data, still up 300 points. Looking at retail sentiment, currently down 55% short, which is okay. But yeah, other than that, it still looks pretty bullish overall. I'm not going to mess with this. I'll leave it up for you guys to follow. But if you guys are in this position, I'm hoping that you guys all pulled out in profit already. Don't get greedy and try to hop back in, because I see a lot of people do that and they get caught in these whipsaws in price. You definitely don't want to get caught in these whipsaws in price right now, because it's too early in the morning to be stressed out on a position that you should already be out in profit with. Just like I remind you guys every day, it's not worth it to be greedy, guys. You guys just got to wait for the perfect entries. If you guys made your profit, pull out and just wait for the next entry. As you can see, I'm not even in this position because I don't want to risk it. So I'm just putting up the strategies over here real quick. Let's see if there's any zones here on the 10-minute. We've got one zone right here. And we've got one zone right here. One more right here. And just keep in mind, guys, that like during the holidays, the market is always going to be risky. Volatility is going to be lower. I mean, it's not going to be horrible, but it's going to be lower. That's why I'm being a lot more careful with my trades here. Because the thing is, you're going to run into a lot of these fake outs, and there's just a lot of stuff going on in the news. Like I'm sure you guys have been following the COVID stuff. There's been a lot of new COVID stuff going on around the world. So, whether you guys believe it or not, it's happening in the market. So, I mean, it's affecting the market. So, it is what it is, right? Whether you guys believe in COVID or not, or whether you guys like, what's going on or whatnot, it's still going to affect the market, whether you like it or not. So you guys got to keep that in mind. Every day, there's always like new Omicron or whatever variant we're on right now. There's just news going on. And also Biden's pushing a lot of stuff as well. So You guys just want to keep that in mind. There's just a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. If you guys look at CNBC, I know CNBC is not necessarily something that you should follow all on its own, but you guys should also always use it. You guys should always be using it to determine, what can be affecting the market, not necessarily following whether it's a good buy or a good sell. And you can see right here, this new Omicron news right here. So Dow extends its rebound, jumping 300 points as investors reassess Omicron risk. So as I just mentioned right now, right, COVID is gonna affect the market one way or another. So let's go back to 1 minute over here. You can see price starting to swing up. So as you can see, price is still going up to where it's supposed to go because we have a bullish bias. The only reason I'm not really I didn't even bother entering this when it came back down because I could have re-entered this for a discount. When it came down right here, I could have entered it, but I didn't because you can see that there's a lot of fake outs happening right here, right? This should have hit TP already. The market's been open for about 11 minutes. It hasn't moved 500 pips. Like that doesn't make any sense, right? Because it should move like at least like close to 1,000 pips on open. But you can see the lower volatility here. So as you guys can see, the market is starting to move kind of similar to summer, where it doesn't really move very much. So the market opened right here at 630. It's moved like 900 pips, which is actually really small compared to how the market has been moving the past couple of days. So that's 900 pips right there, right? If you go back to yesterday's market, which was a bit more volatile, December, here, I'll go to a clean chart so that you guys can see here. So it moved up about 900 pips here off open. That's like the most it's moved for today so far. Market open right here. This is the high, 900 pips. If you guys look at price from yesterday, let's use a clean chart right here. So yesterday was the 6th. We'll go to 630. All right. So this is 630 yesterday. So market opened right over here. And within the same time period, see it's 642 right now, it moved 1,400 pips. So as you guys can see, it's a huge change in volatility right now. It moved, so this is the same exact time from 630 to 644. It's currently 642 right now. It moved a total of, or we can even go over by, 2 right here. Or yeah, right here. It moved about 1,200 pips. It's only moved 900 pips here, and it's not really moving very much after that. So, in order for it to, and it's probably going to push up because it's going to have, the volatility is going to have to reach where it did yesterday. When it pushes up right here and hits the TP, this is where it should be moved by this time. It should be like way up here right now, or it should be way down here, right? Depending if it pushes up or down. Obviously right now it's pushing up. It should be up here by now, by this candle. So as you guys can see, it's half volatility, right? It's moved half as much as it did yesterday. And it's just, it should be moving. So that's why you guys want to be careful with these trades here. I mean, obviously you guys can enter these trades late if you really, really wanted to, but I don't recommend you guys do that. Just, wait for the next entry. So we'll see what happens in the next couple minutes or so. It looks like it's going to hit TP, which is good. It's going to where we anticipated. So, it just shows that there you go, full TP. So as you guys can see, the strategy works perfectly fine. It's just I'm being extra careful with these entries. So if you guys took this trade or you guys wanted to, or you guys were thinking about it, I've showed you guys that the entries are still hitting. Like all day yesterday, all the trades hit, even though I didn't take the trades because I was being careful. Same with today, I was being careful, but the trades still hit. It took a while, it did some back and forth movement, but eventually did hit. And it just depends if it fits within your risk parameters, right? If you're feeling like taking a risky trade, then great, you guys can take the trade. However, if you're not, then you probably want to wait for it to confirm. And again, right here, this would technically be a high-low entry, but this candle right here is too big, so I'm not going to enter this right here. Also, the other parameters don't meet. So looking at this over here, I'm looking for all of these right here to line up. So in order for me to get an entry, it's going to be based off a momentum signal. So this right here would technically be a high-low entry. And it looks like it hit TP already right away as soon as it closed. And you can see price coming right back down. I don't really take big candles like this because whenever candles like this happen, it usually pulls right back down to the midway mark, and then it shoots back up or it'll reverse completely. So yeah, we'll be waiting for that. Looks like the 10-minute is pending on the buy signal. Thanks, Charles, for confirming that. But here we go, full TP off this this breakout right here. So I'll just give you guys an update in the room for whoever took the trade. So a lot of you guys want me to update it so that you guys know that it's time to pull out of the position. Nice. Paul made 1,250. Nice work, Paul. All right, so let me just give you guys a little update over here for that breakout. All right. So if you guys have profits to send over, go ahead and send them over to the groups, and then I can add them to the list of profits. So let's see, Narith over here is up pretty heavily, 15,000 for the day. Nice work, Larry. He took US 30, Tesla, and NVIDIA right here. Great work right there, Narith. And then his other account up 9,000, all US 30 right here. All right, solid, guys. So let's start looking for entries now using the other strategies. So let me just go and mark this up right here. This is going to be the new high. All right, we got the pending buy over here for the daily entry. So pending buy off the daily. Nothing here off the 3-minute, and nothing here off the 1 minute either yet. If price breaks above here, then it's going to be a new pending high. Currently right here, this high is currently pending, but if this high here touches it, or if this candle touches it, then it's going to create a new new pending high. So we'll see what happens in the next couple minutes or so. Let me scroll over here real quick. Rick said that 1 minute hit my books, no risk it, no biscuit. Now, so Rick's taking pretty much all the trades that we're covering here, even though I'm noting that they're risky. Fahad said I need to be as brave as Rick. Haven't traded since Friday. Rick said news came out like that this new variant isn't bad like state ran news. Yeah, no, I agree, Rick. I mean, but like to me, I'm not looking at how serious the variant is, right? I'm looking to see how it affects the market, and obviously it's affecting the market pretty heavily as price kind of just spikes back and forth with US 30, which I mean could be a good thing and a bad thing for us, right? It causes a lot of manipulation in the market, but also causes a lot of volatility, allowing us to slip into these trades, especially during the holidays. I'm glad that we have high volatility during the winter because usually winter is a bit slow. It will pick up again in the spring, but right now, personally, I do think that the market is a bit slower than it was last year. Or I mean, it's been hit or miss. There's been some days where it's been super busy, some days where it hasn't been. Henry's asking, what is the normal spread for US 30? Normal spread for US 30 should be on like FTMO and Hugo's way. It's probably like 10 to 30 pips max. Shouldn't be anything higher than that, maybe even less. So during New York session, spread should be very tight. If it's anything above like 40 pips, then that's like way too wide. Nice. Paul said 2,500 away from his break even. Goal right now is getting profits. When I get profit, he at least gets his refund. No, definitely, Paul. And I'm sure you can get that as well. Let's see. All right, so the 10-minute right here, I'm not going to take it as a daily entry, guys. I'm going to take it as like entries within it. So if I see any buys, I'm just using this as a place mark. So I do have this right here marked up. However, I'm not going to take the daily entry. Okay, guys, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take entries within it. I might hop into this a little later. So like, for example, if I get a 1-minute entry and I hop into it, then I might just hold on to it and then run it as a daily entry. But I'm not going to be just holding on to this because I don't want to tie up my margin in this one trade when there could be a whole other bunch of opportunities available right now. Okay, guys. So what I'll do here is I'll mark it up and then I'll let you guys know when like TPs get hit and whatnot. And then we'll continue to follow it. However, I'm not necessarily going to be holding this for the entire move. So this right here is going to be the daily entry. But with the volatility so low, I'd rather take trades within it on 3-minute and 1-minute. So this is going to be the daily TP. And it's probably going to pull back because that candle right there was a bit big. So yeah, I'm not really looking to enter this just yet. Or maybe I'll come in for a late entry, who knows? Got my alert set up right here. So if you guys want to take it, I mean, feel free. I'm not taking it though, at least not yet. If I do take it later, I'll let you guys know. Or what I might do later is I might have a buy stop set there so that, because I do see it pulling back a little bit. If it pulls back slightly, then I can catch it when it comes right back up. So if it comes right back up, it will fill my order when price finally gets to this point. And then when it does that, I'll just ride it to the upside. But what I'm going to be doing is I'll be using this as basically as a guide as to like where price is going to be going, where it should be going. And then I'm going to be looking for some buy entries off the 3-minute and off the 1-minute over here. So for the most part, what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be looking for price to pull back slightly. And even if I see some variations and whatnot, I might hop into the variations and then just catch it as it swings back up. That's basically what I'm doing here. Because the thing is, I don't want to tie my capital, or not really my capital, but my margin in like one big trade, and then it takes forever for it to even like swing up, right? Because this is overextended. If you guys can see here, price has been overly extended right here, right? So market opened right here at 6:30. Even prior to that pre-market, price has been pushing up. So from my perspective, it's gonna have to pull back slightly at the very least. And then if it does pull back, which is what I'm expecting, I can catch it as it continues right back to the upside. And that's mostly me getting better positioning with regard to the daily, or, you know, following it from a different position. As you can see right here, it is pulling back a little bit. It's not pulling back that hard, but it is pulling back a little bit. So other than that, let's see. Nice, yeah. Razo said the 10-minute bounced off the 4-hour Asia high. All right, good to know. So that might be the bounce that we're looking for. So this is exactly what I wanted right here. See how it's coming down? This is a retracement. I want this to come down so that when it swings right back up with a buy signal, it's going to be an entry for these two strategies and for the strategy as well, because it's going to be a high-low entry as well. So I'm looking for that perfect entry, guys. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens right now. Here we go. As price starts to swing back to the upside. I don't necessarily want it to close above just yet, because we need one more candle to establish the swing high. So there needs to be 5 candles. This is one, or this is the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I need 2 candles to establish the swing high right here. So I need 2 more candles right here. Once we have 2 more candles, then it can swing up with the buy signal, and I'll be happy to take that trade, because it's going to be lining up with all 3 strategies right here. Thanks, Reza, for confirming that as well. Reza said that 10-minute bounce off the 4-hour Asia high. Henry's asking, is there a way to copy trade markup from TradingView to MT4 platform? No, Henry, they're completely different platforms, so it wouldn't it wouldn't work that way. And the MT4 platform is outdated. You can use like all these tools here on MT4. Like you can't draw certain lines like this. I mean, you can draw horizontal lines, but you can't draw like rays, and you can't use all of these other indicators on there. So it'd be impossible for you to copy it over to MetaTrader 4. I mean, you can use similar tools, but it's not going to look the same. Plus the data is different. All right, guys, we're just looking for this to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need this to close below here. If the next candle after that closes above it with a buy signal, then I'll be looking to take that for a buy. All right, perfect. So we've already established this as a high. We just need a buy signal to close above here. If we get a buy signal that closes above this line, then this would be an entry using the pretty much all of these strategies right here. We need this to close above here though. So it needs to be a candle that closes above here. If it closes below here, it's not going to be a valid entry. It'll be a valid entry using one of these two strategies. However, it's not going to be one with the high low. This candle right here is about to close. Yeah. So this is a pivot entry. However, it's not a high-low entry. So I'm not going to take this right here. Or what I'll do is I'll wait, and if it swings above, then maybe I'll hop in late for I'll put a buy stop right here. Fuck, it's too late. Yeah, no entry off that. So I'm not looking at, if you guys have been following, I'm looking for, I wanted this to close above here, because if it closed above here, then it'd be an entry for pretty much all these strategies right here. However, this would just be an entry using a pivot scalp. It's not one that I'm looking to take right now. Yeah, I do consider it risky because, like a lot of people have mentioned, today is Trap Tuesday. That's what a lot of people call Tuesdays in the market because there's a lot of traps being set up. You can see right here that this is going to be a risky entry because what could happen here is this can be a double top, right, off this high. So it's just a bit risky to be entering this because if this becomes a double top, price likely to come down like it did right there, but it might be swinging back to the upside. So let me look at this real quick. I'm tempted to enter this because it looks like it's going to swing up, but yeah, it's just if it closes above here, then I'll probably take it as a late entry for a high low. I just want a confirmation that it's breaking past this high over here. All right, so price is breaking above there. If it closes above there, then I'll take it for a high low entry. All right, so I'm currently in it right here. And let's see what happens at this point. There goes, price pushes up to the upside, full TP off that. All right, cool. All right, so I pulled out in profit. So if you guys caught that right there, caught that high low right there, nice, full TP. So as you guys can see, I'm using these confluences right here. So this technically didn't line up with what we were trying to catch with this pivot scalp entry over here, but it did line up when it closed above here, right? Because I did mention that it was risky because of this right here, the double top. But if it closed above it, I would take it, right? And that's exactly what happened here. I waited for it, and then I took the trade. So it's all about patience, guys. You don't have to necessarily wait for all of them to fill like how I've been doing. However, it does help if you guys are patient in waiting for these other confluences right here to hit. And here comes the TP1 for the daily entry as well. It's about to hit. There you go. TP off the daily entry. So let me give you guys an update in the group. There's like 3 entries here that just hit. So let me just give you guys updates here, because a lot of you guys here are looking at this and waiting for me to give you guys the updates to like move your stop loss and profit, or to exit the positions that you guys are currently in. So nice. Lisa just passed her verification. Congrats, Lisa. So Lisa is now going to be funded in about a couple of days. So let me just catch this real quick. This is going to be for the pivot scalp. This is for the high low. So I'm just giving you guys the updates here so that you guys know wherever price is. This is going to be for the high low. And you guys can see whenever these strategies line up with each other, it's usually it's usually going to keep pushing in that direction. And then right here for the daily, it hit TP1 right here. So if you guys are in the daily, I mean, you guys can hold on to it unless you guys want to move your stop loss and profit, which I do recommend. You guys can do that as well. Just depends on your risk parameters, right? If you can handle the risk, then you can keep holding it. Otherwise, if you guys want to close out of it early, or not really close out early, but move your stop loss and profit, you guys can do that as well. So great work, guys. Yeah, so all the trades this morning hit. The breakout hit, the 1 minute pivot scalp hit, the high low hit, and the daily hit as well. So everything pretty much hit this morning, which is nice. It goes to show that the strategy still worked perfectly fine, even though it's Trap Tuesday. It's just, it depends on how risky you guys want to be. For me, I'm being a bit careful, but for a lot of you guys here who are being, just trading normally as if it wasn't Trap Tuesday, you guys are locking in some pretty massive profits. So yeah, Lisa over here just passed her verification. She just needs to finish her trading day. So congrats to you, Lisa. About to get funded within the next couple of days or so. Rick over here just posted his profits. He locked in a total of 3,756. You can see Rick's literally been taking every trade that we've been looking at during this live session. So great work, Rick, right there. Narith over here as well, currently have 18K off this account. He made profit off Tesla, US 30, NVIDIA, etc. And then his other account over here, just US 30, locked in a total of 12,600. Nice work, Narith. And then we have Paul over here, total of 2,895, all wins, no losses. He's pretty much applying the same strategy that we applied for US 30 on NASDAQ. So great work right there, Paul. If you guys have any other profits to send over, go ahead and send them over. Otherwise, I'll keep adding them to the list, and then we can continue on with our analysis of US 30 this morning. So we have a new high that's been established right over here. So I'll just move the high right over here. I'm pretty much just drawing like a wide range so that you guys can see where the high lows have been since market opened. So market opened over here. This is a low and this is a high. And you can see that price technically hasn't really pulled down far enough yet. It pulled down slightly over here and it swung back up. So if you guys remembered my analysis of the daily over here, I mentioned that when I see entries pull back and I see it swing up, I'm going to take those entries, right? So as you can see right here, we had 2 entries. We had the pivot scalp and the intraday, plus we had a high-low entry right here. So as you can see, both of the buy entries that came up right here both hit full TP. So that's pretty much what I'm looking for, guys. I'm looking again right here. So you can see price start to pull back a little bit. I'm looking for this to pull back, and then I'm just going to keep milking it as it continues to push up higher and higher, right? So instead of me being in one position, I'm taking multiple positions here, and I'm making profits, hand over hand every time I get an entry for the upside. So yeah, pretty much just, me waiting for this to continue on with this. So we'll see what happens next. but it's just about being patient, right? Don't entering the, like for me, for example, if I entered the pivot scalp right away, I could have had another win, but I was being patient to wait for that second confirmation. Because when I had that second confirmation, it lined up with both of these strategies here, or three of these strategies here. Because the first one right here was for these two, and then the high low right here would have been this one. So it pretty much just overlapped. Other than that, let's see if I missed anything over here. Let me scroll up real quick. Scott's asking what the settings for TP stop loss will be. The settings are right here, Scott. It's on the strategy right here. It's 100. It's 100 to 300. Other than that, let me scroll down over here. See what else is next. D's asking, do you know how much you're able to mark up on like the 10-minute chart and it not show up on your 1-minute chart? My trading view used to be like that, but now I mark up one chart and it's on the other two. So D, in order to have separate charts, you have to open separate tabs. So you can see that I have different tabs open here, right? For the 1 minute, 3 minute, 10-minute, etc. So yours is overlapping because you have your setting turned on over here, where you have these synced on. So you got to turn off the sync right here so they don't sync. And when you want to open another chart, you click this drop down right here, and then you open a new chart layout. So it's a separate tab. Because the thing is, if you don't open a separate tab, you can see that each of my charts have different names, right? This is US 31-minute scalp. This is US 33-minute scalp. This is US 30 10-minute scalp. If you don't use different tabs and different layouts, they're all going to be under the same thing. So what you're doing is you're just trading on one thing here. So I have one that says testing. Every time you change to a different time frame, it still says testing, right? Because you're on that same exact chart. That's why everything copies over. So in order to change that, you have to turn off your settings here. Make sure nothing is synced. And then also when you open, if you want a separate tab, click this drop down and then go to new chart layout. And then you'll have separate layouts for each chart that you decide to draw up. Let me scroll down a little bit and see what else I'm missing here. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with you too, Paul. Paul said, even with the losses of last week, I have a 70% win rate, but he prefers it to be above 80%. No, exactly. Same here. Because win rate matters, right? A lot of people say win rate doesn't matter, but it does matter. Because the thing is, if you don't lose, your profits will just continue to add up further and further. So it's key, right? It's key to look for quality trades rather than looking for, quantity of trades, especially if they all hit, then, there should be no problem with you continuing to grow your account and staying consistent. Nice. Jade just passed her verification too. So she's up pretty nice right now. So Jade just passed her verification yesterday. She made 5,036 this week. Now going to be funded. So big congrats to Jade over here too, man. You guys are all killing it. Great work, guys. Alex over here too. Alex took the trades here. He's trading with a small account, locked in a couple profits here. It doesn't matter how big or small your profits are. It's still great right here, Alex. It's just about being consistent. So great work right there. This is just the beginning with your profits. You just got to continue to push on. So this would be a high-low scalp right here, but it's not one that I'm going to take because it doesn't line up with any of these other strategies right here. I need it to line up with the other strategies. I know it's going to be an entry, but it's going to be a bit risky, so I don't plan on taking it. There's a high right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles right here. And then this would confirm that this high has been established. So technically right here, this would be a high-low entry. If people want to take it, but just keep in mind that I'm anticipating it to be risky. So I'm not going to take it myself, but if you guys do want to take it, feel free to take it yourself. The candle's also a bit big. So see right there. Let me just set an alert there for whoever took it. I'm not in the position. If you guys want to take it, feel free to take it. However, I do find it to be a bit risky right now because it's still a bit overextended, What I might do is I might see if it pulls back a bit, and you can see right there it's pulling back like how we anticipated. So I'm going to wait for it to pull back a little bit, and maybe I'll put a buy stop there and I'll just catch it as it swings up. Breakout, or not this breakout, sorry. So what I might do here is I might put a buy stop order and I'll just catch it as it swings up. So it'll just automatically fill as price goes up higher. Let's see. Sorry, let me get my thing here. So I already hit full TP. So if you guys caught that, great. If not, looks like mine filled actually. Cool. So mine did fill my pending buy stop order. I think the spread might be kind of wide right now, so I'm gonna have to pull out of this. Let's see. Push up a little bit. Yeah, what I'm gonna do right now is take a screenshot of another profits from earlier. But yeah, if you guys caught it, there you go. So let's see what's going on over here real quick. Yeah, my other one pulled out too. And what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm just gonna I don't even really matter here. So I'm only taking the one from here. So full TP off the other trade too. But I'm taking screenshots of my profits for today so far. All right, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Full TP off that. Oh man. So mine was still running because of the stupid spread, but hit full TP off that. TP2 is about to be hit for there you go. TP2 for the daily. So guys, I'm milking this market. If you guys can see, I'm literally milking it. All right, so I'll send you guys the profits for this, and I'll take another. Now I got to take another screenshot because I got a full TP off the other one. So let me just get this over to you guys real quick. Sorry, guys, I'm kind of like distracted because I'm trying to post up my profits. All right, so great work, guys. Hopefully you guys are having a great trading day today. I am. Well, I mean, obviously you guys are. You guys are actually doing better than me. Looking at everyone's profits, you guys are actually doing a lot better than me right now. Because I'm not taking as many trades. I should also increase my lot size, but I'm not going to. It's Trap Tuesday. But yeah, so here's the first. Let me just give an update real quick for the entries over here. So I'll give an update for this right here. If you guys are still in the daily, you guys should move your stop loss and profit, of course. Here, I'm going to do this first. Let me just update this. Sorry, I got so much stuff to update right now. Let me, nice profit off that KTUX 30. Scalp on live session. All right, so give this little update for, or this is what I'll do. I got so many updates to give right now. We just hit 3 TPs. Okay, so got that right there. This is going to be the 1 minute for high low. And then the daily over here. So you guys got to make sure to move your stop loss and profit at this point. It's already halfway to full TP. So if you guys are in the daily, make sure to move your stop loss and profit at this point. If you guys don't have to, but my recommendation to you guys is you guys should not be getting greedy today. Move your stop loss and profit, guarantee profits, and then other than that, should be good. So let me just take another screenshot of my profits now because it has the and the reason why I'm cutting off like certain trades is because I don't want to show you guys anything that I'm taking during Asia session. I know I said I'm trying not to trade during Asia session, but the problem is like I'll post profits up and people will complain, they'll get mad that I'm trading during Asia session and I'm not live with you guys. So like I just I want to avoid all of the drama for people getting upset that I'm trading during Asia session. So what I'm going to do is I'll just continue to I'll just show you guys what we actually take during the live session. I don't want to show you guys what profits or what's being made during Asia because I'm not live during that time. So, you know, being 100% transparent with you guys, I'm just going to show you guys what profits are made during these live sessions. So I'm not going to be showing my full screen or whatever, my full thing anymore because it's just, I mean, it's just so much to deal with, guys. It blows my mind that people get upset that people are profiting just because they're not profiting as well. I mean, if you guys want to trade during Asia session, it's like up to you guys, but I just don't want to deal with it. So I'm only going to be showing you guys profits that we take here during the live session. All right, so here we go again with the profits right now. And just repost these up over here. MFF. Okay, so these are all trades that we took during the live. These are none that I took on my own. I'm not gonna be showing the trades that I'm taking on my own. I'm only showing you guys the trades that I'm taking here on the live. So here we go. So my personal right there. There's my FTMO, my other FTMO, and then my my MFF right here. So here we go, guys. So this is gonna be another profit locked in off that K2 US 30 high low scalp. All right, solid. So these are all profits that are posted that were taken during the live session. None of these are that are being shown or taken off the live session. These are all from live session only. So here we go over here, and I'll go over everyone's profits too. So looking over here, we have Professor. He took some 3-minute scalps, locked in a total of 2,000 off this one. He has one pending trade that's open for 341. So well over 2,000 for the day. Nice work, Professor. And then over here, his account just shot up like heavily when it shot up to TP2. So he's currently up 700 off this one as well. So nice work, Professor. Those two trades right over there. Let me go and just copy this stuff over to the other groups as well. All right, so that's it for that right there. Let's go back over here real quick. Let's see what else, everyone else logged in. So Rick over here with his gift. Patrick over here locked in a total of 8,172. All wins right here, no losses. Nice work, Patrick. And Albert over here locked in a total of 1,364. He had one loss right there, but he made it right back up off that following trade. And then all wins after that. Looking at Rick over here, Rick's currently at 4,496. He has a couple losses there, but pretty much made that up with the following trades. Nice work, Rick. And then we have Patrick over here. Again, total of 8,908. Great work, Patrick. He said slippage cost him $100. I know it happens. It's becoming an issue because volatility is so high, but still great work there. Charlie over here, damn, all wins, no losses. Straight wins right here for the week. Total profit of 916. So nice work, Charlie. Yeah, Charlie's killing it. Other than that, I think that's it for right now. If you guys have any other profits to send over, go ahead and add them to the list. D over here, currently 2 trades that she took, all wins, no losses. Profit of 557 for the day. You can see the green line here. She let them run straight to TP. So great work right there, D. Other than that, I think that's it for right now. If you guys have more profit to send in, go ahead and send them in the group, and then I'll add them to the list. Otherwise, let's look for some more entries here. So we got a new high. It's right up here. So there goes a new high. You also have a new low right here as well. So yeah, guys, great profits amongst everyone here. You guys are all killing it. You know, it's really good for a Tuesday, Trap Tuesday to be that, and a day with no news. So as you can see, when there's no news, market is actually moving a lot smoother. It's a little slower, but it is moving smoother. So this high right here is just broken. This is probably gonna be the new pending high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this wouldn't be considered an entry because it passed the this high here and invalidated it. So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna move this up slightly. There we go. So this is the wide range from today. Pretty much the entire range from today is right here. And this is the new low that's been established, but we'll see what happens from here. I mean, the bias is still bullish, so we're not really looking to change our bias at all. Looking at the fundamentals over here, it's currently at 542 points. So there's no reason for us to look look for any sells. Looking over here at the Dow 30 chart, this is currently all green, literally all green. There's like 3 stocks here that are red, but they're not even very red at all. So looks pretty much good for the most part. Let me see if there's anything else up here. Rick said, Sean, stay on and trade all day. Man, you know, if I did that, I'd probably blow so many accounts, to be honest, because I get FOMO all the time and I'll be taking some risky trades. Rick said I won't. I mean, you're probably right, Rick. I'll probably make a whole lot of profit if I stay online. And I've done that before. It's just you know, being on point with the discipline. Yeah, Rick said these indicators are solid. Yeah, and you guys can see, like, so, you know, just a reminder, guys, you guys don't need the indicators, but these indicators make your life so much easier because it pretty much portrays exactly what you need to see. If you guys don't have the indicators, obviously you guys can do this on your own. However, you can see how the high lows right here are being established. If you didn't have this indicator right here, you know, like here, I'll go to a clean chart. So for example, if you didn't have the high low indicator, I already know that people would identify this as the low, identify this as the high, identify this as the low, right? There'd be so many high lows here that are incorrectly placed. The thing is, you know, we're all human here. So you're going to make mistakes with identifying these high lows because your eyes don't see things as well as a computer. That's why I created this algorithm here, because there's only been how many high lows here, right? There's one low, one high, one low, one high, one low. So this pretty much trains you to get rid of the noise, right? Because if you don't have the indicator, look at all these high lows, which ones are actually good and which ones aren't, right? Because if you took this high right here that closed above it, you literally would have gone stopped out, right? You probably would have gone stopped out right there. So you guys just have to understand that, you know, these indicators aren't required, but they do help with a whole lot of guesswork. So you don't have to guess that these are all the high lows here, when realistically there's only been so many high lows that have been established. So yeah. So yeah, I mean, if you guys want to do this on your own, feel free. I mean, all I can say is good luck, because as you can see right here, just from the naked eye, it's kind of hard to see where the high lows actually are located. You know, having this here, this makes a huge difference. Like if you were to identify this right here, you could have seen that price was consolidating within this area before it broke up to the upside. And then again, right here, you know, just like Rick said, if you have the high low indicator, you can identify that price is in consolidation at this point, right? Because the thing is, if you're looking at it from here, it's kind of hard to tell. But if you look at it from here with indicators, it pretty much takes out all the guesswork. You know exactly where the high lows are being established. But you know, it just depends on yourself. You want to do all the hard work, That's great. You guys can do it. For me, I want to be trading efficiently. So I'd rather, instead of guessing where the high lows are, I want the indicator to tell me exactly where they are. Other than that, yeah, Rick said like right now it's consolidating, this high low is perfect. Yep, definitely. So as this continues to push lower, it's just going to automatically adjust. And then that range will just get wider and wider as we continue along. Other than that, let me see if there's anything else that I'm missing. Gotcha, D. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so D fixture charts. Let me scroll over here real quick and see if I missed anything else. Yeah, my range is definitely getting tighter right now. Rav said, I to that high low, my FTMO was over 1,000. My MFF was only 470. So I don't know what's going on with MFF, Rav. I saw that Maddie had that same issue yesterday. He actually took a loss yesterday, like one loss, because of the price, or I don't know if it's pricing difference or the spread difference, but I'm assuming it's spread. Let me check my MFF profits over here. So my MFF was slightly off. You can see right here that I made 1,140 and then 890, while my FTMO I made 1,170 and then 990. So it was slightly off by like $100 bucks, or a couple dollars there. It's not very off for me. I don't think there's any settings that you need to change, Rav. It's just I don't think it's a pricing difference. I think it's the spread. Spread might be a bit off for MFF. So there's nothing that I can really give you, because I can't really see a huge difference in mine. I did see a difference yesterday though. So yesterday it was kind of weird because my so you can see right here my FTMO, I locked in 2,470, but then my MFF I only locked in 1,240. So it's like half profit right there, and I'm pretty sure that was because of the spread. So yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, it is annoying, Rav. It really is, because it's not going to be around the same. But and that's why I stick with FTMO, right? FTMO has always treated me well. I've never had issues with it. You're looking at my profits here. My FTMO is still pretty high, 2,000 right there. Even with today, my profits on FTMO are generally higher than they are on MFF. So one thing that you might want to do, Rev, is, so my main account is FTMO and then my copier is MFF. If you have it opposite, where MFF is the first one, then that might be the issue. Maybe you want to switch it where it's copying to your MFF rather than your MFF copying to other accounts. So, okay, yeah. So you have the same setup as me, Rav. I'm not sure why you're just like that. Mine was off by a little bit today, but not as much as yours. It might just be spread, or it might be I don't know, volatility. Maybe their liquidity isn't as liquid as FTMOs, because I know they use different liquidity brokers. Salorm over here said not bad for Trap Tuesday, locked in a total of 728 for the day. Nice work, Salorm. Pretty much all wins here, just one loss there. It looks like it might have been accident, a small loss. However, everything here has been straight wins. So nice work, Salorm. Add that to the list. Here, let's see. Yeah, Maddie said there's a huge difference in profits today too. Maddie just sent it. So let me check my message with Maddie over here. Yeah, so this is Maddie's FTMO. He locked in a total of 1,902. His FTMO again right here, 1,281. And then his MFF, yeah, that's a huge difference right here, Matt. Sucks, dude. The hell? He has like 1,902 off his FTMO, but then his MFF, he only has 876. So there's definitely something up with MFF, guys. This is why I haven't recommended you guys use MFF yet. I'm still testing it myself. Depending on how legit they are or how good they are long term, then I'll recommend it to you guys. Currently, right now, I only recommend FTMO. That's a big price difference right there. It sucks. So Maddie went from 1,902, and then his MFF is it's less than 1,000. That's crazy. It's literally half the profit. And he's taking the same exact lot sizes, same entry points, same exit points. So right here, you can see that he exited at 1709.54, right? Right here, same thing, 709.54, and he still got like way less profit. So I don't know what's going on with MFF, guys. I mean, whatever. I'm still testing them out, so obviously I'm not going to recommend them to you guys, but it does seem a bit fishy. So I mean, we'll see, guys. We'll see. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. If anything, you guys might want to message MFF. I personally don't really care because I'm not really going deep with MFF. I'm kind of just testing them out. If I pass this challenge and I get funded, then great. I'm probably not going to open another account with them. I'll just wait to see if they get anything better. But yeah, I do have a 200K challenge that's running right now with them. Hopefully it plays out well. If not, then I don't know. Stick with FTMO. Yeah, so Henry said that's why I was asking about the spreads. So the spreads are different. Yeah, spreads are different from broker to broker, Henry. Each broker has their own different spreads. They have their own different data, and they pretty much cater them to however they like. All right, let's see. We got a 1 minute signal over here. So as you guys can see, price is pretty much in a range right now. Let's go and move this over here a little wider. Or it doesn't matter, just leave right there. So let me delete this right here because that's not necessary. But yeah, looking at everything right here, price is pretty much just ranging in consolidation within this area. It's getting close to 8 o'clock, which is the time I get off the live. This is why I usually get off around 8 because price consolidates around this period. From 8 to 9 usually consolidates a bit, 9 to 10 consolidates a bit, and then it starts to reverse around like 10 to 12. Rick said, hoping these are highs for the day. I could already tell Rick is trying to wait for the reversal. You know what might happen, Rick, is it might just consolidate for a bit from 8 to 9 and then 9 to 10, and then from like 10 to 12, it'll start to you know, have its mid-market reversal. So I'll show you guys right here. If you guys missed the mentoring session yesterday, I drew out exactly why I stopped trading at 8, right? Because people always wonder why I don't just stay on the live session. I don't stay because that's usually where the bad trades come in. So as you guys can see right here, I'll mark up yesterday's market, right? Yesterday was a perfect example. So from 6:30, this is market open until I get off my live session, which is 8 o'clock, right? We were trading yesterday. Market was bullish. What happens between 8 to 9? From 8 to 9, you guys can see what the difference here. Price was directional. 8 to 9, there's no point in trading. Price is just going sideways. This is why between this period, I just chill out or I do whatever I need to do, go walk my dog or something. And then from 9 to 10, you guys can see what happens here, right? Does price move at all? Not really. It just goes sideways. So like from this point in time, I usually just kind of run my errands and do whatever I need to do for the day, make breakfast. And then I'll come back at 10. And then this is where the mid-market reversal happens, which is what Rick is waiting for. Because you can see how it kind of consolidates a bit. But then eventually it comes down, right? Comes down right here. So this is what Rick's looking for. He's looking for it to hit a high and then he catches it, it comes down, which is smart, right? Rick knows what he's talking about. Rick said, I'm going to go walk my neighbor's dog. Yeah, Rick's going to go just take his neighbor and then walk. I'm not sure if Rick's being serious or not. Rick cracks me up. But yeah, guys, so like, that's exactly why I stopped trading around 8 o'clock, right? Because there's nothing that happens between 8 and 9. I mean, sometimes the market does move, but generally the market just dies down, even right here. So see what time is it right now? 7:33. It's so look at 7:33 yesterday. What happened between 7:33 and 8? Nothing, right? I mean, there was like one break, like it started pushing up slightly above, but not much happened. So if you look at current price right now, what's happening? It's the same exact thing. It hit 7:15 right here, right? Look at 7:15 right here. What happened at 7:15? The same exact thing. I'm going to mark up 7:15 right over here. So what do you guys see here? 7:15, 7:15. What do you think is going to happen here? A range and maybe push up slightly. Look at yesterday, 715, a range, and it pushed up slightly, right? So as you guys can see, like for me, I've been trading US 30 every single day, same time, every day, Monday through Friday for like the past 2-3 years now. So when you start to trade something so often, you guys start to see the same patterns. They just repeat itself. And that's why I have a set period where I just trade. I trade from 6:30 to 8, then I call it a day. I probably come back from like 10 to 12, maybe catch one last move. Otherwise, I'm done for the day. I don't trade during Asia. I don't, or if I do sometimes, but very rarely. I don't trade during London because that's where you guys need to get your rest. You can wake up early in the morning to trade the same thing every day, right? So what I need to remind you guys is it's all about consistency, right? Consistency and discipline. Don't get greedy, don't overtrade, don't revenge trade. If you stick to this same game plan that I've been doing, I mean, you guys have seen my profits every single day. You guys can easily do this as well if you guys are disciplined. I know you guys want to trade 24 hours a day, but sometimes it's better to not trade rather than take risky trades. Because if you guys look at all my profits from yesterday, from last week, like I took 3 trades. How many trades did I take last week? I took, where's that thing at? Where's the profits? I took a total of 3 trades last week, right? Monday and Friday. So if you look here, there's my Friday profit. That's just one trade, right? That's like 13K right there on a Friday. I didn't trade Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday because I was being patient. I traded on Monday and I made profit on Monday too. No losses last week. So if you guys can pick up this discipline, I mean, the main thing with, if you guys meet any trader that's actually consistent and good at trading, not to say that I'm good at all, you know, I'm just normal, regular. You can see that everyone has the same skill, right? Everyone's disciplined. And that's how you become a great trader. It's more so just discipline and consistency. So what I do recommend is if you guys want to trade exactly how I'm doing, make the same kind of profits I'm making, find a plan, right? If you want to trade during a certain session, trade during that certain session. Don't trade all day because it's not necessary, especially not for US 30. If you're trading Forex, it's a whole different story because this thing goes on forever. You'll see no moves for like days. But for US 30, you definitely want to stick within a certain time period, or S&P or whatever you guys want to trade, NASDAQ. So other than that, let's see if there's anything else here. Not really anything. I mean, price is now into that range. It's not really doing much at all. Rick said, gonna kidnap some kids and take them to the park, right? Rick's gotta find something to do during that period. So G said, got out of the daily right before it started to reverse. Nice, G. So you caught it perfectly right there. If you guys are still in the daily, make sure to move I would recommend moving your stop loss and profit. I would move it at least like somewhere around here, 35,743. So that if you move your stop loss and profit, this is what happens. You've guaranteed your profits. So if price continues to push up, great, you get full TP. If price pulls down, you guarantee profits. So that's what I would recommend. If you guys don't want to move your stop loss and profit, that's really up to you, right? I can't tell you guys exactly what to do. I don't control your account. You guys can do what you want, but I'm giving you guys my, my honest opinion as to like where price is probably going to keep pushing up, but it's going to take some time. So it might go sideways for a bit, might push up, might come down a little bit. And this is usually what happens, right? You see this comes down a little bit and then it just skyrockets straight up to full TP. So I don't know if that's going to happen. It's 7:38 right now. We still have, X amount of time in the market. So this is usually where things start to get a bit risky, around 10 to 12. So if you guys want to, move your stop loss in profit, move it in profit. Otherwise, and this right here might be a fake out. I wouldn't necessarily take this as a trade because price just might pull back a little bit and then swing right back into this range. So if you guys have any other questions, feel free to drop your questions in the chat. I'll hang around for a bit, see if there's anything else for us to enter. But I mean, the market looks pretty much dead at this point. As you can see, there's a little fake out right here. Price dropped below to lure people into a sell, but then it swung right back into this range. And now we have another low right here. Right there. All right, looks good. So we got a low there. We got a high here. So as you guys can see, the range is actually getting tighter and tighter. So we had the bigger range right here, kind of close below here. Now this is a tighter range right over here. So as you can see, there's a range right here. Price dropped slightly. And now the range is down here. So it's just a matter of being patient, but price is probably going to range for like the next couple hours or so. Especially because there's no news. Just keep that in mind as well. Usually, so the reason why we look at news is because this causes price to spike one way or the other, right? Because people react to news. So news right now, there's nothing for the whole day, aside from consumer credit, which is at noon, which is probably not going to affect the market at all. But there's no news at all for the rest of the morning. So with that said, you know, what's going to push price? The only thing that's going to push price are the market makers or retail traders if there's enough people pushing one direction. But even if that becomes the case, it's probably just going to stabilize and become flat. So yeah, nothing here. I mean, if we get a buy entry here, so say for example, we get a buy signal and it closes above here for a high low, then maybe I'll probably take that trade because it's going to fit all the requirements here. But until that happens, there's not really much for us to really look at this point. So we got the high right here that's pending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This candle here closes below here, below this high, then we want it to close above there with the buy signal. If that happens, then that might be my last trade for the day, and then I'll just be calling it a day for the session. Otherwise, I mean, market's pretty much dead. If you guys have questions, drop your questions in the chat. I'll answer them for you. But not really too much here to look at. See Kodi over here. Damn, look at Kodi. This is crazy. Well, I mean, it's not crazy, but it's nice, right? So Kodi has a whole bunch of wins right here. This is all from the 7th. You can see the date, December 7th. All wins, no losses. He made 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. He made about 7,000 today. That's crazy. Nice work, Kodi. So nice profits right there and consistency, right? All wins, no losses. Great work, Kodi. Keep it up. Kenneth over here as well, currently at 1,125, all wins, no losses right here. You can see that these green lines right here mean that he reached his full TP. For this right here, it looks like this is probably his daily entry because it's red. So it looks like he moved his stop loss in profit. He got stopped out in profit. Great work right there. And then again, right here, another profit. So all wins right here, no losses. So great work right there, Kenneth. And then D over here as well. D moved her stop loss in profit. So she got stopped out in profit. So as you can see, you know, she took a smaller lot size here, but she took the daily entry. She moved her stop loss in profit. You can see the red line right here. This means that she got stopped out in profit. The green ones here mean that she hit full TP. So she made a total of 1,384. It looks like majority of you guys are out of the market at this point, which is good because you just don't know what's going to happen next. So this buy, fuck, I just missed a trade here. I saw Charlie was like saying that the buy was pending, even though I mean, I probably wouldn't have taken it because it didn't close above, but it looks like, damn, look at that big push to the upside right here. This candle is too big, so I wouldn't recommend taking it. But you can see right here, this is a pivot scalp entry. I'm not going to count this trade, you know, just to give you guys a heads up. I don't want to hear like, I don't want to get people complaining later asking if this was like counted. It's not counted, right? So this right here is not counted. I'm just showing you that this was a pivot scalp entry. And then again, right here, this is a high-low scalp entry. So just FYI, I'm not taking any of those trades. This candle here is too big, so it's probably going to pull back a little bit, but if it pushes up, great. It's probably going to push up and hit TP, but it's too late for me to enter. I'm not going to count this either. So I'm not counting either of these two trades. Um, for like whoever's wondering, just to clarify. Let's see. Sam said, Sean, with rule 4 of the high-low strategy, if the trade breaks out of the small range, but is still within the bigger range, would you take it or would it be valid? It would be valid, Sam. The range that you're looking at is pretty much the range that's within the high-low. So for example, if this high right here was, let me just like this high right here would be considered where the range is at, right? So this range would be, let me just delete this right here. This range would be this right here. This is the actual range that you're looking at because you're looking for this high and this low. So this would be the range. And if it breaks outside of there, that'd be the fourth requirement. The bigger range here is just for a better confirmation. But it's not really necessary. So there you go with that right there, full TP off that too. So as you guys can see, all the strategies are hitting. The pivot scalp hit full TP right there. And then the high-low scalp right here, because it broke this high, hit full TP too. This was the trade that I was looking for. However, it didn't line up how I was wanting it to. I wanted it to line up with the pivot scalp. Unfortunately, it didn't, but I'm happy with my profits for the day. So like looking at my profits for today so far, here, let's see, I could even add them up for you. And these are all done during the live. So 29.19 plus 23.19 plus 1,140 plus 890 plus 1,170 plus 990 plus 1,170 plus 990. So these are my profits from this morning. I only took 2 trades, and this is what I've locked in for the day. You know, I'm pretty much satisfied with what I made for the day. So hopefully you guys did great. But I think that's it for this session. Let me see if there's anything else that I missed. Yeah, Charlie said hopefully it closes above the high. If it closes above, or it didn't, so unfortunately this is going to be, the high pushed up a little higher. I mean, that would have been nice, huh? If it closed up above there, you could have hopped into that one. But other than that, let me see what else we got over here. Oh man, Rick said he tried gold and didn't do so well. So I think Rick's not going to be trying gold anymore. But I mean, Rick's still up. So Rick's still up 5,248. Yeah, you probably don't want to mess with gold, Rick. Looking over here, Albert locked in a total of 1,818. Nice work, Albert. And you guys can see these are all different people, right? And like one complaint that I saw from people is like, they're complaining that the same people in K2 keep posting profits. Like, guys, it blows my mind how like some people are just hating on people who are doing better than them. Like guys, of course, the same people are posting profits because the same people are consistent. You know, use logic there. The same people are posting profits because they're consistent. It's not because they're the only people doing well. I mean, there's a lot of people here doing well in K2. Orain over here locked in a total of 550. All wins, no losses right here. Great work, Orain. And you guys are killing it today. This is what I like to see in K2, right? I like to see a lot of you guys use my systems and do even better than me. It just goes to show that the systems work perfectly fine, right? It's not me, it's the system. The system works on its own. I mean, obviously I apply it a lot better than people because I created it, but people are still doing way like bigger numbers than me. Like for example, I'm up 6,000, right? If you look at other people here, there's like, let me see. So like I'm at 6,000 right now. Rick is like literally off just one account. He's like almost more than all my accounts combined. Who else here is doing? I mean, there's a lot of people here doing super heavy numbers. Like Patrick here, right? Patrick off one account, he's up 8,000. I'm like off multiple accounts and I'm at 6,000. So as you guys can see, other people here do way better than me. Even though I'm the one that created the system, it's still up there. So CERN over here too. CERN is currently up 327 euros. All wins, no losses right here. So these are on euros for CERN. So definitely nice work right there, bro. All wins, no losses. Keep it up. Joshua over here said made his goal for the day. See me tomorrow. So Joshua locked in a total of 445. All wins, no losses right here. So Josh is back to his day job. So I'll see you tomorrow, Josh. Maddie over here as well. Maddie said done for the day, almost 5K across my account. So right now he made 1,184 off his, I believe this is his MFF. off his FTMO, he made 2,150. Man, what a big difference, huh? FTMO compared to your MFF, 2,150 off there. And then his other FTMO currently 1,525. So nice work. All wins, no losses right here, Maddie. And then his, yeah, right here, his MFF, it's a lot less. Let's see, CERN said that's 10%. Dang, so CERN's up 10% on his account just for the day. So if CERN was to do an FTMO, he would have passed it within 1 day. So great work right there, CERN. And you guys are killing it. I'm glad to see a lot of you guys here doing so well with K2. You know, let's wrap up this year strong, guys. If you guys didn't do well early in the year, I mean, you guys got to be doing well this like towards the end, because we've been just killing it every single day now. So great work, guys. See if there's anything else that I need to look at before we wrap up this session. So no other entries off this. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. If we have 2 candles right here and it closes, if it closes above here with a buy, then that would be another entry. Other than that, oh man, I just saw Rick's message. If you guys are in the Zoom, you guys can see Rick's message over here. Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, no, I agree. You know, just like Fahad said, you know, people are going to blow their accounts. It's going to happen, guys. You guys are going to make mistakes. You guys are going to get greedy. You guys are going to revenge trade. The main key is just bouncing back from it, right? Like with Maddie over here. So just using Maddie as an example. Maddie was literally going to quit trading like a week ago or 2 weeks ago before he talked to me. Like he literally hit me up and was about to quit trading. And then he hits me up and is like, bro, I need help. So, I told him what to do. I told him to stop trading during Asia session. And look what Maddie's doing now. He's killing it every single day, all wins, right? Like his profits are like hitting every single day. They're literally all wins. So as you guys can see, what I always recommend, guys, is to don't give up. If you guys really want to trade, don't give up, because your turning point could happen tomorrow. Literally, if you guys just listen and are disciplined, you guys can easily turn it around within an instant. So, my word of advice to a lot of people, because a lot of people, like, there's people in the group who like love trading, but they're just not good at it. The thing is, guys, you're probably not following the directions or are not as disciplined as you need to be. Just goes to show, like for me, I've been trading for 11 years. My first 4 years, I wasn't profitable. I was barely making it to break even. But after that 4th year, it was a turning point. I literally became super profitable after that. And then my consistency just got better and better. And then, I started K2 like 3 or 4 years after that. And we've been going strong for like 3 years now. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. Yeah, Maddie, I'm looking for that high low right there. So if this closes above the above this right here, then this would be a high low entry. It's got to close above it though. Let's see. Oh, looks like it's about to hit my TP. Just copy this right here. Yep, in my TP. There we go. Full TP. Nice work, Maddie. Thanks for that. Maddie with the assist off that, made another 1,000 off that. So great work, Maddie. So guys, this is exactly what we were looking for, right? If you guys remembered a few minutes ago, I was like, if this closes right here, this is going to be my last entry, and then we're going to call it a day. So it closed, hit our TP, call it a day. So let me just take a screenshot of this. I'll send you guys the yeah, thanks, Rav. You too, Rav. You were both looking for that. We were all looking for that, actually. So definitely great work there across the whole team. That was an entry using all of the strategies. So this entry right here was an entry for the high-low scalp because it broke and closed past it. It was also a pivot scalp because we had a buy signal was above the pivots. And it was also an intraday entry because we had a buy signal and it matched the trend meter right here. Man, I should have won like 20 lots on that. Literally should have made 20 lots on that. Because look, guys, whenever this happens, like this is what I'm looking for every single trade. Whenever this happens, This literally is like a guaranteed win, guys. Like I'll go super like the next time this happens, I'm gonna go max lot size. Like fuck it. Whatever. I'm just gonna, quadruple my my profit off that. Yeah, exactly. Maddie said 30 lots off that. Exactly. Because this thing hits, guys. Like, a lot of people aren't disciplined to wait for these perfect entries here. But if you wait for these perfect entries, like this thing hits almost every single time. It's like almost guaranteed. I'm not going to say guaranteed because nothing's guaranteed, but almost guaranteed. So other than that, let's see. Let's give you guys a little update, take a screenshot of my profits, and then we'll be calling it a day. All right, let me take a screenshot of my profits real quick. Man, it's been a fantastic Tuesday. I thought today was going to be crappy, but boy, was I wrong. Like I literally was like, oh, market's probably going to be sorry today because there's no news. It was actually perfect. All right, so we got that right there. Get my MFF. I made pretty decent profit off that on my MFF today. Made 1,190. And I'll send you guys a screenshot. I'm not going to get off the live just yet. All right, cool. Then my other FTMO. All right. So that looks good. Let me post my profits. All right. So let's see what I did over here. I'll post my personal first, which is not very much, but whatever. My MFF, my FTMO, and then my main account right here. All right, so these are all my profits for the day. All wins, no losses. So you can see from my personal, I'm taking smaller lot size, not a big deal, but I mean, this is personal, right? I still made about like $100 right there off my personal account. This is my MFF, locked in about 3K right there. My FTMO, locked in about 3K right there. And then my FTMO right here. You can see this is my main account because it has my green stripes here because it hits my full TP. So as you guys can see, I'm letting my trades run to full TP. I'm not closing early. I'm not moving my stop loss and profit. I'm going to full TP. So yeah, great work right there. Great profits by the whole squad today on the live session. Yeah, guys, man, it's just another day. Just another day. And then we're going to repeat this again tomorrow. So, I mean, yeah, whoever's part of K2, great. But yeah, like I was saying before, guys, I'm not really looking to openly advertise K2 anymore because it seems like, a couple people have left K2. Not going to hide that. Some people have left K2, but as soon as people leave, man, these profits been flowing like crazy. So I don't want it. Like the thing is, I'm trying to stay under the radar. Like a lot of people don't understand that, but I'm trying to stay under the radar because we make really good profits trading. And I don't want everybody in the world to be using K2, right? So I'm not openly advertising K2 anymore. I kind of stopped advertisement, ads and stuff like that, because I would prefer to just keep killing it trading rather than having too many people here join K2 and they start to screw it up for us. Because what happens is like you have like one person come and complain about K2 and then they tell everybody and then literally everybody comes in, then people find out about K2 and then it just screws up. Like the market starts moving, right? I'm sure you guys have seen it last month. The market was moving weird. Like it seemed like they knew exactly what we were doing. But now that like certain people have left, it just went back to normal. So I'm not openly advertising K2 anymore. If you guys want to stay within K2, great. If you guys know people who you want to share it with, go ahead and share with them. But I'm not going to be openly telling people like, oh, here, sign up for K2, because you guys can see my profits here. Like, I'd prefer to just make profits from trading rather than people join K2. And I want to help all you guys get to this level as well. I mean, actually, you guys have been doing better than me, so I should be asking you guys for help. Albert here locked in a total of 3,052. Nice work, Albert. And even if we have like a small group of people here, like say there's like 100 people here who are profiting with us, that's great. I want to make sure that you guys get as profitable as possible and we all grow together, rather than finding a brand new person and then trying to teach him like all of our secrets and stuff. So we'll keep doing this, and let's keep it going. So Rick over here locked in a total of 5,984. He made back that loss that he made off gold. So yeah, Rick, just stick with US 30. Other than that, let me see if there's, yeah, Rick said, I had an eye off the ball looking at gold. Exactly, Rick. That's exactly what I just noticed too. You're like loss right there is like, it just stands out. But then you took the two buys here, the high-low scalp and then the variation. I'm not the variation, the pivot, and then you made it right back up. So nice work right there, Rick. Other than that, I think that's it for right now. Let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, no variations today, Charles. I was looking for them, but nothing today. So let's see, Professor over here, he took 1 3-minute scalp in London, 2 3 high-low scalps during live session, and then in the daily. So wow, look at Professor over here. So Professor traded during London, made 1,000. He traded during the live session, made 3,000. So he's up 4,000 with closed trades. And then he still has his daily running right now, currently in profit 1,764. So Professor is up well over 5,000, almost 6,000 for the day currently. Nice work, Professor. I'm hoping you hit your full TP off that daily entry there. Maddie over here too. So Maddie off his MFF locked in 1,884. Nice work, Maddie. All wins, no losses. His FTMO currently at 2,477. Nice work, Maddie. And then his other account right here locked in a total of 3,097. Nice work, Maddie. Yeah, so you guys are killing it. Salorm over here as well. Currently up, let's see. Salorm sent profits over here, locked in a total of 1,032 initially. And then the second profit right here, locked in that last buy that we took, a total of 1,609 for the day. Great work, Salorm. So really, really good profits over here. Let's see, Rav over here, he posted his profits. Wow, Rav, you're killing it. Look at Rav. So Rav is doing 3 MFF accounts and 2 FTMO accounts. He's currently up. I know your profits suck, Rav, because it's like half of the profit, but you did good, Rav. So just keep that in mind. And this is his copy right here. So as you guys can see, Rav, you're up across all your accounts. So I know it sucks and you're upset that you have not as much profit as you should, but you're still up, Rav. So profit's profit. No need to get greedy. I know it sucks because you had way less than half, but he's up. Let's see, 2,000, 4,000 almost. 5, 6, about 7,000 here. And this is just for the day, Rav. So, take that into consideration that you made about, and, I know these are your challenges right now. So it still says demo because you're on your challenge. But once you're funded, this could be your daily profit, 7,000, 8,000 for the day. So just keep it up, Rav. Don't let it get you down that, MFF is kind of off right now, but you're killing it. So just keep it up. Patricia too. So let's see what Patricia got over here. Patricia said been a little quiet, but here you go. She locked in a total of 3,010. Nice work, Patricia. Yeah, so she's killing it. Everybody here is killing it. Glad to see everyone here on point. Killing it as always, Patricia. So yeah, no, definitely. Glad to see all you guys here killing it. Everyone here had a great day so far. So I think that's it, guys. It's way past my live session time. It's over 8. So I'm going to be taking, I'm done for trading for the day. I'm not going to come back at 10 because I'm happy with I logged in for today. So for today, I'm up pretty heavily. Yeah, I'm actually up pretty nice for the day. So earlier I was up about 6. So I'm probably up about 9 now. So I'm probably done for the day. I'm not going to come back at 10. I'm just going to, call it a day with my profits. Because yeah, this thing added up pretty nicely. Yeah, added up real nicely actually. So yeah, this plus another 3,000, probably I'm up pretty heavy, like 9, maybe 10. So other than that, guys, I think that's it for the session. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to reach out through email or Telegram. Otherwise, have a great rest of your morning, guys. If you guys don't need to trade, I recommend you don't. Our daily is almost going to hit full TP. So I think World Professor's still in it. I'm not sure who else is still in it. So as you guys can see right here, right? If you guys remember, I said to move your stop loss and profit over here. If you did that, you would still be in the position and you still would have guaranteed your profit. So regardless as to whether you moved your stop loss and profit or didn't, you're still pretty heavily in profit right now. So what you might want to do now is move your stop loss and profit even higher to maybe that point, or even this point right here, just to guarantee it, right? But if not, then, just hold on to it. It should still be good. So other than that, guys, have a great rest of your morning. If you guys have questions, reach out. Otherwise, we'll be back here tomorrow morning for the next live session as we take on Wednesday, December 8th. So other than that, guys, have a great morning, and I'll see you guys on the